Okay, let's check this one. It's working. Okay. Thank you all for coming, and I warmly greet our guests. أهلا وسهلا. To begin, can you briefly introduce yourself? Tell us where are you from exactly, and what Palestinian Circus represent. You have it?
Thank you. I have. First of all, we want to thank you all for this, and it's honor for us to be here, to be part of this tour and festival. And this kind of festival give us hope, more energy to continue, and it's makes sense for us, like to keep our going forward for the hope of the Palestinian. First, I'm Ahmed from the Palestinian Circus School. I work as artistic development coordinator. And here my colleague Muhammad and my twins.
Your twins?
Yes.
How did you know?
I was sharing that. Yes, it's me. And here our beautiful artists from Palestine, from different cities. Julia.
I'm Julia. I'm 24 years old from Ramallah, Palestine, and I started circus in 2014. Now I work as a part-time accountant there and a performer. Thank you.
Hi, it's Muhammad. My name is Muhammad. I'm the twin of Ahmed and his colleague. I started circus with a circus school in Palestine in 2008 as a student and artist, and after that I started in 2011 working as a teacher. I teach circus with the circus school, and now I do a production coordinator. I'm trying to be also circus technician. I wanted to do this because it's nice things, inshallah. Yes, thank you.
Hi, I am Wajdi from Palestine, north of West Bank, Nablus. I started circus in 2014. I'm a physiotherapist, and I studied also physical education. And I'm in circus with acrobatics, hand balance, and partner acrobatics. I also do theater. I'm an actor and a circus artist. I keep touring as much as possible and as much as I can. And here I am with the Palestinian Circus School with our show Sarab. And that's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maisra Fidi. I'm 23 years old. I started circus before 10 years, and I do aerial silks. I work as a translator trainee at the Red Cross. Also, I'm a teacher at circus for kids. I used to be for kids, now for adults. And that's it. I'm excited for this tour a lot.
Hello everyone, my name is Noor Samaru. I'm 25 years old from Nablus in Palestine. I studied physical education and I had some certificate, CTF, caravan and these things for circus. And also I work like artist and trainer, and now I'm with the El Cerco de Fuego from Antwerp. So I work there like one of the main trainer for preparation for the artist there. And yeah, nice to meet you, and we hope you will enjoy with us with our show Sarab.
Hello, I'm Mohammed Nijem. I'm 24 years old from Nablus, Palestine. I started circus in 2016, and my specialty is acrobatics, partner acrobatics. And now I start practicing with Noor on straps. Yeah, and thank you.
So we go to the second question.
The second question is actually what is behind Palestinian Circus School? What stands for Palestinian Circus School?
Okay. First of all, I will start with the like this. My English not really good. I will try my best to explain everything. Like the circus school, it's very important things for our childhood in Palestine, for the kids, for the adults, for a lot of people. They find something to have to enjoy, to have a safe place to play, and to like what I in my past was. I am originally from Jenin. And Jenin, it's in the north, and there was nothing, no places to play, only in the street. There is no clubs to play like football or childhood, like some places, safe places to neighborhood to play. And the circus come to our city, to Jenin, and from there I find the circus place to tell your idea, like to have the freedom of thinking, of playing, to do anything you want to do. And this thing, when I grown up in the circus, I find it this is good for other children and for other kids, to teach them, to give them this opportunity to learn and play, and to find a safe place in the West Bank. And someone do you can add something.
ما عنديش هلا حاجة.
For me, in 2014, when I started as a teenager, I found it at the beginning the circus is a place where I can finally enjoy and play somewhere and try something new I've never saw. For me, the picture of the circus was animals, a lion and an elephant, and this was the circus in our imaginations. But after I discovered the circus and I started, it transferred from a place where I play and I enjoy to a tool to put my anger, my resistance, and to express myself. And I see that I am very lucky to be in circus as a Palestinian circus artist. Because it's really a therapy for me, and it's a place where I'm very hopeful that I can share what we are facing there in Palestine. And whenever I'm on the stage, I feel like this is my place, this is the right place to show the people what we are suffering through our art. Because we all open the screens, we all read the news, but through circus, we can make you feel that, to show you really, to let our bodies speak by the body language. So it's still the place for me as I started where I have fun, I enjoy, and now it's both where I fight and resist and enjoy at the same time. So we are very lucky to have the Palestinian Circus School as a place where we can do this.
Why it's very important for me. When I started circus in 2008, it was like in the beginning I said like, yes, it's something new to do, like to play juggling poles, to do some acro liftings. I felt because where I live in Jenin, there's no places to go, as Ahmed said. Like we used to play in the streets, and it's really dangerous because in that time it was the second Intifada started, and it's really dangerous to play in the streets because Israeli army will pass by, will shoot or something. So when Shadi and his brother came to Jenin, they show us some tricks of juggling, some acro lifting, some acrobatics. We say yes, let's do something like to enjoy with it. When we started to do this, we felt like it's not only throwing poles, it's not only having acro lifting together. It's about like we start to feel like there's something like behind all of that, like to do juggling balls is not. It's like to concentrate on something. To do lifting with someone, it's like to trust someone else. and also like we felt there's a free, like where's you can feel really free in that area, like in that room. And the things that it catched me the first time I did a show, we went to a place. We went like for a place where they have big problem with the Israelis. Conflict things, and we had like a lot of children behind, like in front of us. While we are doing the show, they were they are really laughing and enjoying the show. That things really catched me. Like these things made me to continue doing circus. Sorry, English. And from that time, I say like the energy that we have is the smile of the children. And where we go, like for example, here we perform something else, but in Palestine we do a lot of shows that it makes children go out of their reality a lot, like for 1 hour, and to make them laugh, to make them playing a little bit, and after we bring them back to the reality. So
okay. So you're gathering, training together and performing. Is it that kind of form of resistance itself, like coming together and training for the performance? Is that of act of resistance?
It is.
Of course, like in Palestine, we don't have weapons, we don't have nothing. We're not armed like the occupiers. So what we have is rocks, art, and freedom to talk, to speak, to laugh. This is our weapon. When we tour with the shows, it's also act of resistance because we show the world that we exist and we can do everything. It's only because of the war we are a little bit like captured or something. But we have everything we can do, and we don't need empathy. I find it like because we are humans. All of us, we are humans. We can do everything, and that's it.
Thank you.
Just to add on what Mais have said, at the moment we don't even have the freedom to express ourselves in Palestine, and to make this show here, Sarab, it took a lot of risk because in the West Bank we have 1,200 gates and checkpoints which the Israeli soldiers can close at any time as long as they want. And as the half of the team is from Nablus and the other half is in Ramallah and the circus is in Bir Zayt. So the distance between Nablus and the circus is 50 kilometers, which usually take 30 to 40 minutes in the car, but now it takes some hours, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Sometimes they'll turn you back. So it was almost impossible to make this show, and the Palestinian Circus School, thanks to them that they managed to, for our safety, to find a place where we can sleep there and keep working there to avoid going in between the cities, because it's really dangerous at the moment also because of the attacks of the settlers. Now there's 700,000 settlers in the West Bank are armed, and some are teenagers armed. So it's a really big danger to move in between the cities in Palestine. Not only to make this show going on, and as Muhammad said, we are making shows for children in Palestine, especially in the areas where are threatened by the settlers and the Israeli occupation to take their lands and to immigrate them. So we try to focus on these points in the West Bank, which is small areas where there's little people, like a small number of people living there, staying there even if it's intense to resist. And also with that, we suffer to move in the West Bank because we have the bus, the little caravan, and we move with all the equipments. Sometimes we are stopped hours on the checkpoints. Sometimes we are sent back. Sometimes it's closed all the day. We have to cancel the show. And it's risky, and it is difficult in Palestine with all that pressure. But here we are. We do our best. And I'm very happy we could make it, all of us, out of Palestine to reach here, because even the journey from Palestine to here, it's terrible. it's really terrible because we already spent a day in Jordan because the border between Palestine and Jordan, it's very complicated, and there is that VIP section where you go to pay more money to make it a bit faster. Even in this part where they abuse you to pay more money to make it faster, it's still terrible. And it takes us a lot of time, and we never could make it at the same time. So we sleep a night in Jordan, then the next day we take the plane. So going from Palestine to Jordan, which is two sides countries, is harder than going from Jordan to anywhere in Europe. So our journey to here, it's another story. Yeah, it's itself as a message of resistance, because they want us to stop. Especially as an artist, we are on target for them. They want to make it as hard as possible to make us stop. But this is how we resist, not only on the theater, but the process to go on the theater is itself is as resistant. And this is what we were born to do, to resist.
Thank you, Wajdi. So you came here on a festival with a show named Sarab. What is Sarab? What is Sarab for you personally, and how did the idea for Sarab come about?
Okay, in 2015 we start with the idea to create a show to talk about a problem. It's not only in Palestine, in all the world, about the refugees. And when we think about it, we think about to talk in the refugees, the suffering of the refugees when they are kicked out from their countries, how they face the problem, the journey of traveling. And we make some research, and we try to show all the journey of the refugees from their country to the other country, safe country, and what they face from the abuse, from the conflict, from the black of the other. Okay. And in 2020 we say, okay, we want to put a new blood of the show. This is the new blood, because I was part of the show, Muhammad, he was part of the show, and we say, okay, we want to continue this show with this big story, to show it for all the people around the world. And they continue with the show, this beautiful artist and new generation. I think
So it was like a collective creative process. It wasn't single idea for the show.
So Sarab started, as he said, as the performers gathered and they searched for stories and they tried to perform it on stage. We redirected Sarab in 2023 with us. And we started touring from there with Sarab. And Sarab is it's called Mirage in English. It talks about the journey of refugees and the suffering they face and the immigration process. What was the question?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So the show actually deals with displacement and exile and uncertainty. So you translate it in those experiences throughout movement. So my question is, what was the biggest emotional, physical, artistic challenges during that process of making the show?
To be honest, yeah, it's hard emotions, and we will never, yeah, have it like 100% like the people they are living on it. So, as Noor, as the team here, all of us, we try to put all like hard work to have these feelings, to have this suffering, but for sure, no one can like have it. So yeah, I'm talking about, for example, for the people in Gaza, but I know I like didn't have this like 50% like them. So yeah, it's hard work. It's a lot of research, a lot of you should to try out a lot to have these feelings. And to be honest, yeah, we will not like have it like 100%. Yeah.
Also, during the work on the show, we face a lot of challenges and problems, as I said before, in the checkpoints, but also during the work on the show. It's not easy physically or mentally, because we're talking about something not far away from us, something we went through, our grandparents went through. So we will have some moments of realizing some things. You know, when you work and try to put some suffers and some stories you have read about, and then you, at some point, you recognize that I'm also talking about myself, and I'm talking about thousands and millions and so many people. And in some points, we could feel that it's a big responsibility to really talk about these cases. So we really made sure to work as much as we can on it, besides all the physical injuries and the other stuffs on the show. But it's not an easy journey, not physically or mentally. But here we are, we made it.
Bravo. So I saw your teaser of the show, and we could see bodies supporting and caring and catching and trusting one another. So that idea, the body as a form of resistance, what that means to you? It's not words, it's like movement and your body.
Through words you can't express yourself like as much as feeling what you trying to say. So that's what we are trying to show on the stage with our bodies. It's like more expressing than talking, and everyone could understand the scenes in his own experience. So yeah.
Yeah, and each one has a different experience. Each one of us has a different experience. There is some of us who got shot, some of us who was humiliated, some of us have faced different sufferings in our group here. So each one of us have put something from himself also in the show, or herself in the show. So it's also about us putting things from the inside of us on the stage.
But Sarab is definitely not just suffering, it's as well survival and hope. So what gives you strength to continue creating and performing and practicing?
The reason let us like keep going like this, it's because we believe in our rights. We believe we are we should to live like anyone in this world, and this world, it's not like just for specific like people. No, this world for all of us. We can live in peace, all of us. And also I want to add something small. Sarab is Mirage, and we put this name because it's have a lot of meaning. Like when you see something so far, but it's not real. And this is the idea of the show. We have a lot of hope. We have a lot of like feelings. Yeah, we should to keep going, but we face a lot of things. Maybe sometimes break us. but after its break, it's make like us more stronger than before. And the idea of the show, we hope if the world change, and yeah, it will be like peaceful for all the people around the world. And thank you.
Thank you. I would like to give our audience opportunity to ask you a question, if it's okay for you.
Hey, thanks so much for sharing, and good luck with the show tomorrow. I wanted to ask, how long is the circus tradition in Palestine? And the other question is, are you able to live from it? Some of you said you had jobs as well, but some of you, if I understand, are living just from circus. Thank you.
The circus started at 2007. It was two guys, they established the circus. It was a new idea, and most of the money comes from the organization from here, from Europe, or from we do some shows, and me and Muhammad, and we are in the circus almost 14 person. We work in the circus. There is some of the team, they are working administration, some of the in the other department, and there is also two department, the circus, the artistic department, and there is the educational department. Each department we work in the specific things. Like the educational, we work from the 5 years old until 14 years old with the kids, with the different programs. There is a special needs program for refugees camp. There is with the kids in the other areas, hard to work with them. And there is also in the artistic department, we work with the artists from 14 years old until when they are able to be an artist in the future. And in the artistic, we work with them to, there is a program in the circus called Masar. Masar, it's 1 year program for the artist. And in this program, we work with them to, each of the artists have a solo. And in this solo, they can show it, marketing, and they get some money on some money from the solo. And the circus, we help them to show it and to earn some money from the show. And there is other program, TOT, also. We work with the trainer from Palestine to also get some money from the training and to achieve a lot of children in the West Bank with this program. And
but as we are freelancers or part-time performers, we have other job. We work, so we take like our vacation days, like all of them, for touring, and we try to manage between the two jobs. Yeah.
But as we mentioned, we work freelancers, and some are full-time, like Muhammad and Ahmad. But as a freelancer in Palestine, staying in working in Palestine, it's not enough. Not because we don't have the potential, or we are lazy, or it's not enough because, as I said, if I want to work every day a show, like let's say I have all these opportunities to have a show every day, this will take a lot of risk, life risk, and only transportations will take all the day. So we have to go a day before, perform, sleep there, the day after that leave for one show. Then if you have the opportunity to have 2 shows a week, as much as you work as a freelancer, it will not be enough. That's why we all have other jobs, and we try to make it work because losing hope is not an option. But yeah, here we are. Some of us are working a lot in Europe, some focusing in Palestine, and we are trying to make a balance between all of us.
مرحبا يعطيكم عافية. It's so wonderful to hear from each of you and your stories, and I just have a question or an invitation to share a story. Like as a dancer, I spend a lot of time working on dance. And then but I feel how it changes me as I move through the world, how I move through the street, how I live. So I'm curious to invite any of you who want to share a story about how training in circus or the work that happens inside the circus actually changes how you move outside of the circus.
يعني personal story. Like when I was little, I was so shy. I couldn't speak publicly, but through circus now I can do that. I'm more social now. I met a lot of people. I have friends all around, like where we went. That's it.
Well, also for me, physically it helped me to live out in Palestine. I started a bit fat when I was a teenager, and I lost weight. I made the shape I want and the strength, and that helped me to run away from the soldiers. Yeah, because
Very practical.
Yeah, that really helped me to survive several times.
Another one. Before I start the circus, there is no dream, nothing to think about tomorrow. Only I want to live my day. And when I joined the circus, I start to think, okay, I have a dream. I have to pass all the experience that I took from the circus to pass it to other generation, to make the circus more bigger, and to give more hope for our kids, our child in Palestine, to give this space, safe space in circus. This is like something changed me when I start circus.
For me, when I was kid, I had it's a lot of bad days as a small kid. And these things, it's like follow me when I like getting more old and I can't face it. And my mom chose to like healing me in some way. And she started here about the circus, and there is a social circus and something like that to express your emotions, your feelings, and the things you're afraid to face it. So my mom sent me there for some program, and then I was sitting always alone, sometimes with 2, 3, 4, and then it's getting better. But the idea is the circus window is so beautiful. It's make you face all the things you're afraid from it. So this is idea. It's gave me a new soul, a new life, a new strength. I can face anything now I want. I'm not afraid. More and more. It's something like healed me from inside, and I'm really happy to have this experience with the circus. And this was the beginning of me. It was in the beginning bad, but I jumped from it. Thank you.
I started to do the art world since I was 6 years. I used to be a dancer like you. I used to play instruments before. Also, I love to do art. I love everything, all of these activities, because kids in general, they need this kind of fun activities and enjoyment. And imagine a Palestinian kid, he needs it double times. Circus gave me a creativity, I think, and an exit from the real world. I feel when I climb the silks, I feel my mind is out. I just exit everything, all the real world, the work, every tension and stress, I let it go when I climb the silks. And I feel free, like a butterfly, when I do tricks. And yeah, I love circus. It's an exit, as I said, from jobs and everything.
Merhaba. Working with kids for last 25 years is just crushing me from day to day, because I think that we live in the world where the childhood is extremely endangered. The childhood itself. And now we have the situation which you witness. My question is, what we grown-ups actually need from children, and why do we go to work with children?
Why do we work with children?
Why do we need children? Why do we
Because they give you the soul or the energy to continue. The energy of the children is our energy. Like they give us their energy, so we continue.
Because also they have the right of living, they have the right of playing, because if you know that there is more than 2,200 child killed in the West Bank during 2020, and there is more than 20,000 of child killed in Gaza from 2023. And we think if we don't work with this child, they are still alive. We are not a human. We are yes. We go to give hope. We give something for them to don't think about what happened. Like when we grown up, we start to feel what we miss when we was a child.
If you know the story of the little prince, and maybe some people says, we were all someday children, and as we work with children, we inspire them. It's like a planet. When you put it in the ground, and then it grows. So we have a big responsibility while working with children. We have to be careful with that. It's a sensitive work. It's not easy to work with children. And we are also responsible of what we are reflecting to the children, because we really inspire the children. The children learn by watching, hearing, seeing, trying out. So we are the new generation now. After Ahmed and Muhammad, we are doing the new generation of the show. We learned from them, and they learned from the people who before them. So we keep putting the strength, the resistance, whatever, generation after generation. Your question is really nice, because childhood is very important, which is in Palestine is displaced and ignored really. And as Ahmed said, there is no place for children to play only in the streets, and now the streets became very, very dangerous, because every day there is attacks by the soldiers, every day. So as all of us works as teachers and teaching kids, we try to make them disconnect from the reality. This is also very important, to have them the place to laugh, to enjoy, to smile a bit before they go out of the training to the streets again, to be depressed again. We do our best, but also to plant what we are aiming for the right, for our rights, for humanity. This is very important.
Personal thing. Before, when I was working with the kids, I was feeling I'm responsible for this. But now, since 3 years, I have a kids in my home, my son, and now I'm afraid. When I travel with the car, I'm afraid to take him with me, because it's very dangerous, and I'm searching for him for places where he can enjoy, where he can take his. Right to move, right to play, right to do what he wants to do. Like Now I think now my responsibility more double and more bigger for the kids in Palestine. I feel it when I had my son. This always when he's in my life, it's changed a lot of thinking in my mind.
What the childhood also mean? Okay, I had something bad, but I have very good memories with my mom. And every day I wish to go back to these days, and I always put my picture when I was kid, here in my cover to remember these days with my mom. So maybe I had these days with my mom and she raised me in good way, but there is a lot now of kids. They don't have their mothers, dads. And to be honest, the first day I went to Belgium, I had a program with kids. And really, I saw the laughing on the faces of this is beautiful kids, and I just remember how is our kids in Palestine. They laugh during they lose people, and this is really hurt me so much from inside. How they are have this laugh, but it should. I think this is the reason why we are still work with them, to make them laugh. To make them don't feel unhappy or lose the hope. So it's hard.
This reminds me of the movie La Vita è Bella when he was translating from the German. This reminds me of this scene from La Vita. The life is beautiful. When he was translating this, when the German soldier came, and then he was translating to the whole group, and every day I have that situation, all around the world we have this guy who is just translating the reality into something that is funny and worth laughing, which actually literally means evil.
Any other question?
I wanted to ask you, do you have opportunity to get in contact or work with other artists from other fields like music and theater, and do you guys connect all together? Do you have this opportunity, or how is it? Yeah.
Well, actually, we had a program called the online coaching. Artists from all around the world reached us to help us with our disciplines, discipline, specialties. And we connected with them, from Spain, from England, from all over.
In Palestine, the other artists in Palestine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. We work with. There is organization. It's called PAN. They are most of the cultural places in Palestine, like dance, music, theater. There is we make some exchange together. There is before, I think the last one we did before 2 years. We make something in the circus with all the art in Palestine. We make 10 days of exchange, and we now with the situation, it's a bit hard to make some exchange with other artists because of all the borders, the gates in the West Bank. But in the circus, we try to do all this art in the circus, like dancing, music, dabki. We worked last month a new show called واحدة ونص, step and a half. It's something take from dabki. It's mean the Palestinian take half step more than to continue, to resist, to have hope. And the Palestinian people, we live the moment. We don't think about tomorrow, because tomorrow we don't know what is happening. maybe tomorrow the last day, maybe tomorrow there's something different. We live the moment in Palestine. We try to enjoy it with this debki and to have this happiness. And we did the show واحدة ونص in this concept of living.
And also during these tours, as this tour, whenever we tour, we meet people, we introduce ourselves, we get to know artists, people who dance, people who do circus, who do theater, and that's how we connect, and we try to make things up together, even if it's online. I have a friend from France who we usually practice handstand together sometimes, and a part of the circus last year, it was a new experimentation for me that the situation in the West, in the Palestine, that there is the West Bank and there's the 48 land. The 48 land we cannot access to there. There is 4 million Palestinians are living there, and there is also 3 million Palestinians living in the West Bank. But they can come, but we can't go there. So I met a director from Haifa there, which I worked on a theater show with a theater in Palestine, which was a new experience for me to work in theater, not in circus. And I just found out we have a lot of artists and directors and great people, like really on the other side, which is some kilometers, but we are not, we don't have the access, even it's control in media. So we are really split from each others, and in this شو يعني صدف؟ Yeah, and these times where it's very rare, we meet, we learn, we work on each other. And the last week I just finished a tour in theater, so it's all شو ليلى شو يعني صدفة؟ Yeah, like some things that are not plans, you didn't plan for, and you just, it happens, and it makes you recognize. Like last year, I was really surprised by the abilities we have in theater. I never knew about that. And every time in Palestine, we try to organize a festival. Like every 2 years, we should have a circus festival in Palestine, but it's been cancelled for the past many years because of the situation. We just did it once, actually. Twice, and after that we couldn't, because now it's all closed, blocked, and dangerous. But yeah, we are discovering each other's, even in Palestine. We try, like really.
And also we used to have like volunteers. We collaborate with other circus schools, and they they come here and volunteer by teaching us or do a performance together. That's it.
Hello and welcome. I have two short questions. One is, maybe I missed it at the beginning. You are all from the different parts of Palestine. How did you get connected to each other? That's one question. And the other one is, when you go 10 years back, what do you see as your main achievements in these past 10 years? And where do you see yourself in 10 years in the future? Thanks.
Okay, we are from different cities. When we start, the circus start, there is circus in Ramallah and Bir Zaid, the Palestinian Circus, and there is the other circus in Nablus called Petit Circus صغير. Petit Circus. The Petit Circus. Circus صغير. The Petit Circus. And when I was in Jenin, the circus come to my city to teach us, and they go the same to the other cities. Here we can make the connection. And like in the end of the years, the circus was doing something called summer camp, and bring all the students from different cities to make a collaboration and to do some training together. And here we can meet ourselves, like to meet the artists, the other student in the West Bank. And the question from 10 years until now, the achievement, the achievement that we arrived to it for me, for myself, to be here and to do shows, to tell our stories, to tell our problems, to give our hope, because we don't only have these sad things we talk about it. We have also joyness in Palestine. We live with joyness. Without the hope and laughing and everything, we died since 1948. These things can catch us to keep alive in Palestine. If we lose these things, you don't see us here. Yeah. Smoking, sitting in Palestine, we don't go anywhere. This is something the circus teach me since 10 years until now. And in 10 years, I see a lot of groups of circus guys going around the world and in Palestine. And maybe we can see the free Palestine.
Palestine.
I have one question. Are there organizations like this with spaces adequate for schools and workshops in Palestine? And if there are, like you, are you connected or you cannot connect because of the distance and the borders and the lines? And what would be like the most direct help for the places like this from people from out, like what you need and how people can actually help and organize to help these kind of organizations?
In the West Bank, there is like 10 cities, but the 10 cities they don't have this opportunity of organization. Not maybe in Jenin there is one organization, there is a Freedom Theater, there is other cities, but in Ramallah there is because they think that it's the capital of the West Bank. There is a lot of organization. The dance, theater, music, circus, everything. And from Ramallah, we go for these cities to open, to split, and to give this Sharian, the wing of life to the other cities. And there is in Nablus, there is a circus school, there is in other cities, also in Gaza. In Gaza we work with, there is 6 group of circus. We work with the 3, and our circus now support them with the money, with the equipment, with the, because it's for the people there, it's hard to live without this like support from because before we start to work with them there was circus, but now they cannot live without support. And before the war there was circus, and during the war they stopped, and we as a Palestinian circus we start to work and support to work again in Gaza.
That was the question, what can you do? Shukran. Well, since first time I went out of Palestine was 2019, and now it's 7 years after. How people in Europe sees the case of Palestine have changed. The support have changed. I see that clearly. And I can see the Palestinian flag finally raising, and people are speaking by our voices. But still the genocide is going on. We are still suffering under the occupation. What we can do is to not be silent, do what we are doing now, and to help the artists there to make it as possible as you can. Because to get here, there is another. Forget about the road and all that stuff. There is the papers, which is the visa, paying and being accepted, and all that. It needs an invitation and all of that. So many places here could really help the Palestinian artist, not just to get out and be here. And I refuse to go out just to leave. Like, we should help the resistant, the artistic resistant in Palestine, by helping the artists, as we are doing here. We will share our story here on the stage, we will share it on other stages here in Europe, then we go back to the same reality. What's the next step? What did you receive? What's your next step? This is what you think about how we can help. This is
But also, is it possible, like when you are there and if there is a direct connection with organizations, like to send money safely without being cut from some other people, or taken away all, or send materials for schools, or?
Actually, there is one way of doing this. There is the Friends of the Palestinian Circus School, the organization in Belgium. Like all the support come from the donors here. They send it to the Friends of the Palestinian Circus School, and they send it to us. And there is also help, and back there is the help of training, like to help in teaching. Because now in Palestine, since 2020, since COVID, the volunteers they are more or less coming to Palestine, and since the war also they are less coming. Now I think if there is like some help of teaching, there is like you can connect the Palestinian Circus through the website or through the email, and you send. I can help with maybe online coaching. Maybe I can come 2 or 3 weeks to Palestine. I can help with the teaching, give some workshop to the student. This can help also with our work in Palestine.
Yeah, and through the circus, on the stage of the circus, through circus, you will meet the Palestinian artist, which is where you can also put your help to help there, the artist itself. I mean, in Palestine, I would love to focus on helping to do activities in Palestine. Like, it's nice to help artists to get out, to perform here, to show. It's something very important, but it's very important to make it possible, to study it, like really study it. How to make it possible with all these conditions to work there, to be able to earn enough money to live there, to resist as it should be, safely also. We should think about that. And because of the voice that have raised last years, we are now still alive in the West Bank. Like, there is people who get killed every day, but if there was more silence, it would have been more. So let's work on that, to not be silent and to raise the voices more, because as much as the voices go up, the people who dies can get less, hopefully.
I want to add something. It's most of the money now goes to Gaza, because in the West Bank we live bad, but not worse than Gaza. And in Gaza, it's not legal to send money there, but through the circus, like there is we deal to other organization. It's safe to arrive the money there. Okay, I cannot repeat.
Maybe to repeat, send money
to the Friends of the Palestinian. There is a code, we can share it with you, and you can donate for this code, and they send it to our organization, and we can pass it to Gaza also, because most of the money goes to Gaza also. This is in the global giving. Yes.
Hello. Thank you for being here.
And I wanted to ask, if I understood well, you all live in Palestine. And I wanted to ask, do you think often or ever of leaving, moving somewhere else? And if not, why? And how is your relationship with this now when the country is where it is?
Some people want to leave, some people want
Muhammad?
to stay. No, she.
بس شيء صغير يعني. Personally, I thought a lot of leaving, but then when I really thought about it, like my family, my friends, my life is in Palestine. Like, how can I leave everything here and go to another city or another country to start again? It's really hard, like thinking of it. So I'm not leaving, no.
Also, me, I'm not leaving. Yes, we had a lot of فرص opportunity. Yes, to leave, but I prefer to stay in Palestine because we have things to do in Palestine. Like when I come to Europe, I feel really like there's nothing to do. But in Palestine, we have a lot of things to do. Even like when we walk to the streets, even when we want to sleep, like we think like how to sleep. But in Europe, we feel more comfortable, and these things like we don't like it. And yeah, for me, like we have something in our hands. Why we take it and we go out of Palestine? It's good to share it with others. Through circus, like I can teach circus to all the kids. It's a treasure they have. It's a treasure that we have. Exactly.
For example, I was last month when there was the war between Iran and Israel and America. It was in March. I was outside. I was here in Europe. And they said that you can stay in Europe. This is dangerous to leave and everything. I said, no, I come back. And they said, okay. I was thinking a lot because the occupation, they was leaving. And the Palestinian, you can see like a lot of Palestinians, they come back to the country when there was something dangerous happen. This is something you feel it's commitment to the land, to be like is resistant to stay. You are a tree. You will, nobody can take you and throw. If somebody take you, you will die. This is our life. Like Muhammad said, there was a lot of opportunities from before to stay, but something always from inside take us like to. We find hope there, even if everything's happening. It's.
Okay, it's complicated question, really. For now, I work in Belgium. Like I had my residency card and I can stay, but I always thinking like to go back to Palestine. But in the same time, my mother say no. Really, I was so connected with my mom, but she like now. She are so sad because I'm now like out of Palestine, but she said, Noor, go to your future. So for me, because I didn't like build already my family and this is things, so it's a little bit less responsibilities on me. So she like said, Noor, please don't go back. Just like focus in your future, focus in your job. And also our family, it's a big family. And there is sometimes I think I should like to help, not to be something burden, not something like burden on them. So now I work in Belgium to help my family, to support my family. Yeah, because if I wanna go back, the job there now it's super less than before. Yeah, before we had more opportunity for work, but now it's bad. From inside, I'm like, between two things, losing my feelings. I want to go back, but I can't because there is many reasons it stopped me. And sometimes I dreamed about I have the plane and go back to Palestine, and when I wake up, I like it's bad day on me because it's a dream about family, the vibes of the family. because in Palestine the vibes of family is so connect, so it's so lovely. It's so like, yeah, you laugh with your mom, with your kids, and these things. And now I really miss it. Yeah.
As you see, most of us have spoke with this question because everyone have questioned himself or herself to in this question, and it's a big question. Like when I stop in a checkpoint there and stay for hours, I say, "What the fuck am I doing here?" Like really, we hate the moment that we came back, but the moment we just go out of Palestine, we miss it again. So this question I've been asking myself for years, and I couldn't answer myself. So that's why now I'm working on a new solo. I'm inspired by the Little Prince, who travel from planets, and the name of my solo will be The Little Prince Exercise on Leaving. So I couldn't really answer this question, so I will try on through circus. It's a really big question.
I have a question. Thank you for the sharing, and I would like to know if you are thinking about the next artistic project, and if you want to do it all together, if possible, if you have the work of a dream artistic project one by one or all together.
Can you please repeat
yes,
that?
please. What is your next project, and do you want to make it all together, or maybe do you have project one by one on your own side?
Yeah, actually, in the Palestinian Circus now we have like a new project, a new show that we have two kind of shows. One like we show it in Palestine, and the other one we are working on it. It's called Step and a Half. This is he used to be in the show, but we kicked him out. No, I'm joking. No. And also we have, as Ahmed said, there's each artist in the end of the year they work for their solos that they can يعملوا لها خلينا تحكي انجليزي انا بحكي شو بيعملوها دعايه ويشتغلوا.
The circus is helping us by promoting our solo shows, and
نفس الشيء وجدي كان مع بولازاك انا الشراكه انه هو يشتغل على شيء فهو طلع فاحنا بنحاول كسب.
And the circus trying to send the artist residencies in Europe. Like Wajdi, he went to Boulazac, France, for 3 months, and he worked on his solo show there. So each one of us has his own solo show. If we want to do a collective show, we use our solos and we build the story, and we do what we want to talk about. Now we are working on the Step and a Half show. It's a different group of artists, like me and Muhammad are in the show. And hopefully for the future we're gonna work on another one. Yeah.
Well, yes, this was a big question, as I said, and I'm really I think about it every time when I'm in the borders or on the checkpoints, because I hate the moment I was born when I'm there, because really it's very tough, and I'm always questioning: does really the people know what is happening here? It's a nightmare, really, to go through these checkpoints. And this is what they want us to feel, to suffer as much as possible. So this is my dream solo that I'm working on, and now it started in France. It's first time I will do a solo, and it was not planned, it just came. The idea itself came. I was leaving France, and I met an old woman, and before the day leaving, she just gave me the story, The Little Prince, and she told me, "You are the same." But I had no idea what the story is, and I read it in the airplane while going back home. And from this moment, I was like, really, this Little Prince is like he talks about me. Like really, it touched me. It touched a lot of things in me. So this is my next solo, but I added on the title an exercise on leaving, because I don't know if I'm exercising to leaving, because the exercise itself is repeating something until you are able to do it. But I've been doing it a lot, going in and out, because last week I was in the Netherlands. It took me 2.5 days to get into Palestine for 1 day, just to see my family in the Eid. And then the next day I just went with the group, and it took us 2 days to be here. So this is what I'm talking about, in any opportunity to go back, even if it's the most terrible experience, but we keep going back. And this all will be in my solo.
Okay. For me, I catch many dreams here, but always I feel I need this dream in Palestine. So, for example, now I have my really good job. I have like 2 scenes, so I find some aerialist. She will work with me now, and we almost like did 50 minutes of show. So I'm happy of this, and I'm so like proud how I did all the steps so fast, because I just spent almost just 1 year. I have like so communication here with a lot of people. For example, he is responsible of Mad Festival, if you know this one. It's in Belgium, Arno and this stuff. Yeah, I work with them now. But really, he asked me the same. Arno asked me, Noor, you like this is your steps, and this is really what do you want? I said, I really want to be like an artist and do a lot of shows, but in the same time, I need it in my country, because in Europe you have million of artists. So maybe in Palestine I would like to bring it there, to like improve it there. But in the end, as my mom said, Noor, focus on your future. It's good advice, but it's here, so complicated.
I wanted to ask you your show that you will present. How was the process of making it in a way? Like, from where did you start? Like, how did it develop? Did you start from idea and then continued to, like, how did it shape into what is it now?
It was ببلش وخليك تكمل. It was a group idea to create a show, and when we was thinking about subject to talk about it, theme of the show, we search about something we should show it for audience, and we find about to talk about the refugees, the journey of the refugees. And we start to collect some materials, start to build the idea, and after we start to transfer it to movement, to express the emotional of the story, to show the story through movement, not only talking, because the circus, it's physical things, also a bit of talking. And after there was a director come from UK in 2018, and he do the shape of the show, and we start to make a tour in Europe and in Palestine. And in 2023 we make we redirected with Muhammad, the new director, and we arrived to here.
And sorry, I wanted to add also, why in like this situation when we all know about this suffering and see it on the screens, and like why is it you think is important that we also see it in this dimension, like this different dimension? Is it about the feeling that, like, what is the different feeling that this can make you feel that it cannot make you feel by just having the idea of this situation?
So Sarab talks about refugees, and refugees, it's all over the world. And like people now see the news about refugees and they say it's normal. It's not normal. So we are putting the light on this issue. Yeah, that's why we have this idea for the show.
And for example, you know about the situation, but there is some audience, they don't know about nothing. They come to the circus to see a normal show, but when they find a story or something, they start to know more about it, and maybe during the show and after they start to ask question about, they have a new awareness to search, to read about and they have the knowledge of the situation in Palestine and also in different countries, also in Ukraine, also in Syria, Lebanon. We like not only Palestine. They have a lot of problems. They have different countries in the world. And for example, in Africa, they have a lot of more wars about Palestine. And we have to make sure about this and to show it and to make awareness about this problem.
A little add-on, most of the news channels, they are controlled by the occupiers. So make sure to watch the channels like Palestinian channel, or it's even better to hear this questionnaire. It's even better than the news itself, because you hear our stories, personal stories, and you can ask us whatever you want, and we respond honestly. So yeah. Also come to Palestine. You are all welcome.
Yeah, and also as a Palestinian artist, if we don't talk about it, then what's the purpose of our art? For us, art is resistant, and this is the only weapon we have got to fight with. We don't have guns, and we don't have. We have the rock. Many people have tried the rock and they lost their lives, and still people are using this weapon. But we have got this weapon, which is our art. Why don't we fight with it? And as I said, we have the news, you can read, you can see. But we're here to resist with what we have got, our art, which is also a responsibility of us. As working with the children is sensitive, also with these cases it's sensitive. So yeah, we've got a weapon to fight with. We are using it.
Thank you very much for sharing your stories. We really appreciate it. And is there anything we didn't ask? We had so many questions, but is there anything that we didn't ask and you would like to share with us for the end? Maybe to invite the audience to the show, at least.
What?
Tomorrow's show.
We have the show tomorrow at 8.
8
here
o'clock.
in the tent.
Yeah. So you're all most welcome.
And if you have any question you didn't ask, we are here. You are free to ask us anything. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Добре.